My name is Lexi. Welcome to Lexi's Book Talks. If you're new here, I read books that either you guys recommend or just reading for fun, and then I give my honest review. I just finished reading Twisted by Emily McIntyre. This is a standalone series called Never After series, which was released on September 5th, 2021. Hooked is based off the retelling of Peter Pan. Sacred is the retelling of The Lion King, which was released January 4th, 2022. Wretched is the third book and is based off The Wizard of Oz and was released on April 19th, 2022. Twisted is the fourth book and is based off Aladdin, which was released February 7th, 2023. Crossed is the fifth book and is based off The Hunchback of Notre Dame, which was released August 1st, 2023. Hex is the sixth and final book of the series, which is The Little Mermaid, which was released on November 5th, 2022. You may know the author from her other books, such as the Sugar Lake series or The Burning Daylight. Her latest book was Burning Daylight, which was released in November 2025. I would recommend reading if you like the retelling of Disney, but the bad guy wins, dark romance, slow burn, fantasy, commentary, enemies to lovers, and some smut scenes. I recommend 18 and up just because of the scenes. There is trigger warning, so you can visit the author's note to see what trigger warnings she may contain in the book. May contain spoilers, so if you haven't read the book yet, keep scrolling or click into a new video. This book can be found on Kindle Unlimited. You just need a subscription. I think the front cover represents ownership, power, and the spoiled yet captivated nature of the protagonist, Yasmin Carmen. Not only that, but this is the diamond, so I'm thinking the diamond in the rough has to do with Aladdin. Yasmin is the diamond in the rough, and Julian Farsi is her worst nightmare. Yasmin is the daughter of the richest man in the world, and so when her beloved father falls ill, she is determined to make the final days his happiest. His last wish is to see his daughter married, of his choosing, except Yasmin's heart already belongs to someone else. She falls in love with a servant, a street rat, a man her father would never consider worthy. Yasmin strikes a plan with Julian, her father's right-hand man, not realizing that he has his own twisted agenda himself. Julian has one goal, and that is to be the most powerful man in the world. He built a future from broken bones and faded bruises, but that has never stopped him from hurting anyone along the way. When his mentor falls ill, he finds himself on a verge of losing everything, and he will stop at nothing to inherit what is rightfully his, even if it means forcing a woman he can't stand into marriage. Yasmin is a brat that speaks out of turn and is the villain in her story. So she thinks he is. But he decides she'll be his no matter what it takes to convince her. Something that I think could happen is the servant that Yasmin has her heart belong to will betray her, or he'll die at the hand of Julian, or something with her father betraying fake illness. Overall, I have high expectations for the book. Yasmin is 23. She has brown skin and curly black hair. She tends to find it difficult to control. Her mother died giving childbirth. She is spoiled and is the heiress to the Sultan Diamond Company. She enters a fake engagement with her father's ruthless right-hand man, Julian Fossey, to appease her dying father, despite being in love with Aiden, who is a servant at the castle. Julian Fossey's family came into the United States from Italy. His father had established a dry cleaning business in New York City, which his father continued to run. Julian had witnessed his father verbal and physical abuse to his mother, which distressed him because he felt the need to protect her. The story is fast-paced and only took me 2 days to read, and is detailed, has some reference to Aladdin. I think my favorite character is Yasmin, because she has no filter, at least with Julian, but with her father, she would do anything to please him. Ian is my least favorite character, who is Julian's assistant, since he betrays Julian. Some major points and themes he stood are the power and the control Julian is driven for dominance, while Yasmin struggles to take control of her own life from her father. Morally gray characters' redemption, the story explores that the villain deserves love because of not despite their darkness. Forbidden Desire is an intense romance built on high-stake chemistry. Appearance versus reality characters hide their true sleeves and intentions beneath the layers of deception. Retelling of Aladdin is a reimagining featuring Julian as Jafar, villain, and Yasmin as Jasmine, trapped in a cage. The villain, Julian, is the main protagonist and is cold, ambitious, and abusive character who becomes a romantic lead. I think that my favorite character is the tension that Yasmin and Julian have. It's so intense that they try to hate each other, but they just can't. They have to put on a show for Yasmin's father who set them up to marry each other. Overall, I think the book is an 8 out of 10. There was nothing wrong with the book whatsoever. Emily McIntyre are always amazing and well-written author. I think the front cover does accurately represent the book since it has a diamond that represents the diamond in the rough. At first, I thought that it was supposed to be Cinderella, but to my surprise, it was Aladdin. I think that's a series, or at least the last 5, such as Sacred, Wretched, Twisted, Crossed, and Hex, are all underhyped because I kept hearing hooked on Instagram and TikTok. I am excited to start the next book and the adventure it may hold. The book is pretty fast-paced and easy to read. There is a trigger warning, so I would read the author's notes to see what the triggers she may have. Let me know your thoughts on the book down in the comment. Who was your least favorite and favorite character? Is there anything that I missed? Let me know down in the comments if you have any book recommendations. It could be any book. Just let me know down in the comments. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Bye guys. Have a good day.